I'm going to be talking about one of the most significant terms in recent years. It's anime tourism. There's also a couple of other terms like Butaitanbou and Anime Pilgrimage, and you might be wondering what's the difference between all of these things. Well, first off, let's start with anime tourism. Anime tourism is a broad term used for the action of visiting a place related to anime or manga. This can include things like restaurants, cafes, exhibitions and events, museums, and real-life locations. Anime tourism, broad topic, any action involving traveling for the purposes of something anime or manga related. That brings us to our next term, Seiichi Junrei. In Japanese, anime pilgrimage is Seiichi Junrei. Its rough translation is pilgrimage to a sacred place. So in English, we just say anime pilgrimage, which is going to the real life anime location. A little while ago, we had a collaboration with Funimation for Mahoka, and we have an article on our website going over some of those real-life locations. And if reading's for dweebs, well, it's okay, because we got you covered. We have some videos of the time we went and visited Haikyuu's town, and we also have videos of Weathering with You and a few others, so check them out. So, are anime pilgrimage and anime tourism the same thing? No. Anime pilgrimage, visiting a real-life location, is a subsection of anime tourism. So visiting a real-life location is part of anime tourism. You are doing anime tourism, but anime tourism is, again, a very broad term. There's a lot more that goes into it. So to give you an example of anime pilgrimage versus anime tourism, if you really like Evangelion and you go check out an exhibit, that would be anime tourism. But if you're a fan of Your Name and want to check out the real life location of the stairs, that's anime pilgrimage.
Before we move on with the rest of this video, I just wanted to thank our sponsor for this video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. You can explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in wherever your creativity takes you. So if you guys are anything like me, I know you've always wanted to be able to draw and even animate your favorite characters so you can create quality fan art, share your characters with your favorite mangaka and friends, or fulfill whatever headcanon you are currently pining for. Lucky for us, Skillshare has classes in both illustration and animation, as well as so many more, such as creative writing for all those aspiring fanfic writers out there. So I want you guys to join me on this. The first 1,000 of our subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of the premium membership, so you can all explore your creativity with me. Alright, thank you Skillshare, and let's get back to our video.
So the last term to talk about is Butaitanbou. And no, it has nothing to do with bukkake. And I know you know what that means, you sick degenerate. So the literal translation for Butaitanbou is finding and visiting the stage. This can also be called scene hunting. What's the difference between scene hunting and anime pilgrimage? Well, with anime pilgrimage, you know the location. There's usually plenty of articles about where it is and how to get there. But with scene hunting, you have nothing. This is kind of like a journey to go out and discover the pilgrimage location. So let's say you're a fan of Oregairu and you want to find the real life location for the school. Well, if you want to do anime pilgrimage, you could just do a quick Google search, pull it up, and go directly there. But if you want a scene hunt, you just take a still image of the school, hop on the train to Chiba, and just start comparing every school that you walk by with that still image from the anime. So you kind of get a choice. Do you want to waste hours and hours of time hanging around high schools that could be questionable? Or do you want to save yourself some jail time and just go to the right one right away? Now let's talk about how anime tourism has been growing in the anime industry and exactly how important is anime tourism in the industry. Let me give you a bit of a background before I tell you how anime tourism is growing within the anime industry. In terms of the market, the anime industry is divided into 9 big categories: TV, movies, video, internet distribution, merchandising, music, overseas market, pachinko, and live entertainment. Anime tourism is within the category of live entertainment. Live entertainment includes things like anime song, voice actor appearances, events, exhibitions, music, and pop-up cafes. So essentially, anime tourism is live entertainment. From 2013 to 2019, live entertainment went from 24.8 billion yen to 84.4 billion yen, representing a growth of a little over 240% in only 6 years. After the category of overseas market, which grew roughly 325% from 2013 to 2019, live entertainment is the second highest grossing category. In 2019, it was the 5th most profitable profitable category, even more profitable than domestic animation-related music events, domestic online animation revenues, and domestic box office revenues. The Anime Industry Report, where I took this data, only covers until the end of 2019, which is just before Corona. But regardless of COVID-19, anime tourism will still be a big player within the anime industry. So first, let's talk about how the anime industry is using anime tourism. So I'll use my favorite ship girls, Kankore, as an example. So Kankore started off as a web-based game developed by DMM Games, and they were partly funded by Kadokawa. And to make it a more profitable venture, they decided to merchandise the hell out of it. So for example, Lawson, one of the popular convenience store chains in Japan, does collaborations quite frequently with Kankore, where they will have some of your ship girls in the Lawson uniform, and they have alcoholic beverages, they have calendars, they have all kinds of random things. For museums and events, it gets kind of interesting. And while you're at the museum, if there is a collaboration going on with Kankore or one of the other ship girl animes like Azur Lane, High School Fleet, they will have a anime version of the ship, usually cardboard cutout next to the actual ship. As for restaurants, there's a Kankore themed curry restaurant. At the restaurant, you can get different drinks and food items named after some of the ship girls. If you've seen Kankore, you know why it's a curry restaurant.